Hello, welcome back to the Classroom Reef. I'm Michael, and doing things a little bit different today. I decided to be on this side of the camera, actually put a face to the channel here. So I don't know, maybe I'll keep doing it this way. Maybe I'll stay behind the camera, depends on what you guys think. Anyways, today I thought I would talk to you about some of the plans for the Classroom Reef here. How I fund the Classroom Reef and just kind of stuff that's going on. So I've got a list of things here that I wanted to share with you about how this all got started here. So first of all, how do I fund the lab? Well, unfortunately about 3 years ago my grandmother passed away, and I did get a little bit of an inheritance from her, and so thank you very much, Grandma, for all the hard work that you did. And I thought, well, what better thing to do with a little bit of that money but to set up an aqua marine lab in my classroom. And you know, one of these days I'm going to put a nice plaque on the aquarium here, just let people know that for the most part this was donated by her. Also, some of the things that I do here to raise a little bit of money, extra little cash, is to fund, you know, for food and upgrade equipment and stuff like that, is we do sell coral. So we do have a Frag Tank that's in behind this one here, and we take cuttings and we grow the frags out, and we do trade them in to a couple of our local marine shops here. So we have J&L Aquatics, and they give us stored credit so we can buy food and replace some pumps and stuff like that. And then there's Canada Corals as well, that's not too far away, and they do let us trade in our corals for different corals so we can kind of expand what corals we have. So we do that. What else do? I do try to sell a few frags here and there to people through our local forum here called Reef, and it's a little bit challenging to do that right now, mostly because COVID, I can't have people come into the school, and you know, limited hours. I'm not here on the weekend, so it's hard for them to pick up corals for me and stuff. So that's a bit of a challenge. So a little bit of the selling to people out in the public through the forum, but most part we're doing trade-in. But I think that might change, and I do have a little bit of a future plan about that, and I'll keep you noted. I also have a Gofundme account, and there is a link to the Gofundme as well that's at the bottom of this video here. Usually it's, you know, parents of kids in the program in my classroom here, and some of my friends and family, you know, do a little donation, and that helps as well greatly. So thank you very much to anybody who's donated to the Gofundme. And then the big one, it's out of my pocket, right? And I know my wife bugs me quite a bit. She's like, you know how much money you spent on your aquariums this week, or this month, or this year? Yeah, well, sometimes I like to ignore that part, but yeah, I get it. It's pretty expensive, and if anybody is really into aquariums like I am into aquariums, it's not cheap, and especially when you do want to do things really, really well and buy equipment that's going to last you. So it's out of my pocket. A couple of the other things that we do have here, I do have a website for the Marine Lab here. So the website is at montycorals.com. And once again, we are located in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. So if you want to check out the website, shows you what kind of corals we're selling right now. I put that up there, but mostly it's a lot of information about the program and why we're doing this. All right, I also want to talk about some of the plans that we have for the future here. So one of the things I was really kind of hoping to do, kind of a post-COVID thing, when we can start having people back into the school again, is actually opening up the classroom here to a local reefing club. We do have Reef here in Canada, and there's a lot of reefers here in Vancouver, and I thought, you know what, it'd be so great to actually have a location where the different reefers can, you know, we could all get together and share the hobby, talk, share frags around a little bit, get a little bit of a community, and we can do this here in the classroom. Can't do it right now, but that's kind of a future plan that I would really like to do. You know, really just to meet some like-minded people, really. I feel like I've been doing this now for I guess now, honestly, 4 or 5 years, I've been really into trying to grow coral, honestly, and I don't know a lot of people here, and I know there's a big community, but it's hard for us to get together, so we'd really like to open up the classroom to the community. And hey, maybe we could host a frag swap. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I've never actually been to a frag swap. I've never even heard about a frag swap anywhere here in Vancouver or even in BC. So, hey, maybe we could host something like that. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. Maybe we can arrange something post-COVID. But right now, I think most of our frag swapping has been through the aquarium shops and just through the forums. So there has been a few changes here at the Marine Lab, so I kind of want to give you some updates on what's going on. So I'm going to show you around the classroom a little bit, some of the changes, and then let you know on a little plan. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek on a little plan that I have for the future. Alright, so here's one of the big changes in the classroom that I wanted to share is right over here. There used to be an aquarium right here, and I've taken that out. I've got a plan for that, and I'm going to share that in the future, not right now. But I did have to take it out because I was told that I need to make more space in the classroom. Because of COVID, we have the Omicron variant coming out right now. And so we've had to make sure that we take as much extra furniture out of the room as possible, spread the kids out as much as possible. So that tank had to go. Then I also wanted to share that in this corner here I was planning on putting a frag tank, and well, because we're taking furniture out, I thought this would be a really bad time to put in a frag tank. So I have bought the frag tank, and that's part of my future plan for this channel that I want to share with you, but maybe we'll leave that to our next one, our next video. But I am setting up something at home that you might be interested in. And we do have our salmon tank all set and ready to go. And today is the day that we get our salmon eggs. So the tank is all ready to go. We have the red that is in there. Red is what we call the nest that the salmonids, like once they hatch, they swim into the red, which is basically a pile of rocks. And they hide in there while they're growing and getting stronger. And I will give you updates on how this tank is going. So that's kind of the future plans or changes that are in here, but I do want to share something that's in the big tank here. And this is really unfortunate, but you remember when I was telling you about my Monties and the problem I was having with the pump that burned down in the sump? Yes, that big green flower petal Monty cap did die. The whole thing. I did catch a little video. This is what it looked like of it. I've got little bits of it left. You can see that there's a tiny little bit right there hiding. Here's some, this is actually a frag of it that I had, but look at it is still so incredibly bleached. Look, it's so terrible, but that massive Monty cap that was in there that was big and beautiful, it's no more. So that is unfortunate, but it has opened up a lot of space to add a few different things. So I have added a few different corals in there. Going to try to put a lot more zoanthids in this into this particular tank here. So we've got some over here and some in the back there. So we're going to give those a try. Couple of other corals here. You can see the sunburst Monty, still pretty pale, but still hanging on. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Monties are still not looking good, but it looks like my Acropora is looking much better. It's starting to color up again. The Elkhorn Monty is looking much better. There's a little bit of that flower petal Monty cap that's still alive, but still looking pretty rough. My pink bird's nest is looking fantastic though, so some things are looking okay, some things are still looking pretty rough. I think we're on the rebound, but I'll give you some more updates on how that is coming along. With right now, look at our frag tank. It is full. It is full. I do not have space for one more coral in there. It is full. So you can see here the remains of what I could get out of that massive Monty cap that was there. I did cut a little piece. Ooh, we got a little bit of algae growing on that one. That ain't so good. So lots of frags here. My zoanthus here are looking really nice in the back there. My Hollywood stunners are looking pretty good in there. Still got a bit of an algae problem in this tank. Anybody wants a Poecilophora, I got lots for you. And there's quite a few of the hammers back there as well. So we're needing more space. We need a bigger frag tank. And so that's what is coming. We are getting a bigger frag tank, but the plan is that frag tank is going to be going into my house. And I'll give you more information about that next time, but that's all I have for you today on the Classroom Reef. Give you one more shot of the big tank and a view from my favorite angle. And on that, we shall see you later. Have yourselves a good day.